Hey everybody, Kingdom Pack Gem Pack is back. Now, in these gem packs, we typically see all the character typings of that class. So all of the Kingdom ones are in here. We're just gonna get straight into it. You've pretty much got 11% chance to get any of the standard characters in the game, with Jafar and Robin Hood both coming in at just over 1%. That's because they're more exclusive. Jafar is the Aladdin event exclusive, and Robin Hood is currently the arena exclusive, although there's potentially talk that that might change. So, who knows about that? But now, with this being said, that means there's pretty much 10-11% chance to get any of those tokens. Now, pretty much all of these characters are farmable, except for the exclusives. Aladdin, you get early on. He's early on farmable. Mickey, early on farmable. Jasmine and Genie are decent ones because they're not farmable until a little bit into the game. So they could potentially be good options if the Aladdin event is coming around again. Shan, great. If you pull Shan and you're getting these, that is a decent deal for an event exclusive, tournament exclusive. Although you can get them in the tournament exchange. Just work your way slowly to get them. Now, with these packs seem to be coming around with the little exclusive kingdom events that are popping in and around. So it looks like as they're bringing in each of these type of events, they'll also bring in these packs. So if people want to up level, then they can get some of them. As for majority of the kingdoms, Yzma, Kronk at the moment, not that great. Gaston is early on, he can be good as a villain, just as someone to fill in your team. Similar with Sheriff, but you probably don't want to go investing too much into them, to be honest, as you will be getting better characters. Now, Aladdin, Mickey, Jasmine, and Genie probably will take you far in the Kingdom team, and can be like the solid core of the Kingdom team. And that was Shan Yu. So that puts them on just over 50% chance of getting any of those characters that you probably will be wanting to pull. But that means you've got just under 50% chance of pulling someone that you don't. So for 800 gems, you're returning on 20 tokens, which is very, very good at the rate of what they are worth. But just remember, you've got a 50% chance of getting one of the ones you're probably going to want, and not so much the others. So the cost of gems per tokens is very high on these packs. It's just the RNG of who you may or may not get is the problem. And if anyone gets stuck with Yzma or Kronk at the moment, they're terrible. Maybe in the future they might get buffs. That's the only thing you're wagering and risking with these. So if you're needing all characters, then for sure buy a few, try your luck. But in saying that, just the fact that you can't guarantee who you're getting, if you've got limited gems, you're probably not going to want to just risk it on that. I would rather spend gems on either guarantees or events characters, as they could potentially get you further. Now, look at Frozone ones there, for example. 2,000 to guarantee minimum 20. Would you rather 20 Frozone or get 20 of a couple of two different characters and then have some gems left over? Those are kind of your options. So the risk is there. If you're needing or wanting to upgrade all sorts of characters anyway, then it is a decent option, but it's a little bit of a gamble. I would personally recommend to work on your main team, get your main team up, and then if you've got extra gems lying around, that can be a decent option to increase your roster to get more other characters. So that's probably the only time I would do that, to be honest. But as far as gems to tokens go, that is an amazing deal. So see what is more important to you, and let me know if you're going to get any or not. It'll help you progress in any of the kingdom character modes, but who knows? I think the best ones to be pulling would obviously be Jafar. Jafar, Shan Yu. Although if people have, like, say, Shan Yu, Aladdin, Mickey maxed, that takes away from that over 50% chance that you want, and then is now all a minority that you want. So if that's the case, you probably don't want those anymore. Just putting that out there. Who knows? You got to do what's right for you and your teams and who you have. So if you're just trying to get everybody, great deal on the packs. If you don't have any of those unlocked, you can just buy on those and unlock a whole bunch of them, and then at least you've got characters unlocked for when you need kingdom types and modes. So that will be the bonus there. So anyway, can't wait to hear from you guys if you're getting your packs or not, and we'll see you again, hopefully with some more gameplays. But I will be continuing to do these packs because I know I always get asked, so hopefully this has helped.